Welcome to Ravens Space Daily, where we talk about Baltimore Ravens news, currently 3 days a week. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you want to catch the show, please subscribe to YouTube. We have a lot of great content. This, however, is our flagship show where we cover Baltimore Ravens news. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, so go everywhere. If you like this, please share and comment below. We have some great things for you guys today. Again, I'm excited to be here. It was, it's the off season for the Ravens, but the news doesn't stop. Now we're going to go into our topics for the day. First, we're going to talk about Mel Kiper's first mock draft. Then we're going to talk about Ben Watson and him being a nominee for the Man of the Year award. Then we're going to talk about Justin Tucker and his status. And then we have my two favorite segments of the day, the mailbag question of the day and the comment of the day. And you guys can get involved by putting your questions and comments in the comments on our YouTube channel on this video. So please do that. Now let's get into the first topic. And Mel Kiper's first mock draft. He has the Baltimore Ravens drafting Pittsburgh tackle Brian O'Neill. I want to say that I don't know if I trust or believe this. Simply because it's the first mock draft. It's very early. We haven't seen combines. We haven't seen a lot of things. However, let's talk about this young man. A good tackle. I don't think he's the best tackle in the draft. However, he was a tackle that played very well for Pitt, and he ended up becoming a star, really. People at Pitt love him from all the research I've done on him. So I think he'll be a good Raven. Looks like a football player. Again, plays like a football player. I need to see how he compares to other tackles in the draft. But, I would not be upset with the Ravens if they went this direction. They do need a receiver, in my opinion, more. I think Austin Howard is a good is a good placement at tackle. But I do think having some young blood can help us out if we address receiver in free agency. If we do not, then we need to go receiver in the draft. That's honestly the way I feel. Now, again, tackle is, I think, a position that Ozzie can get right. Ozzie has difficulty getting receivers right in the draft, which may be a reason he wants to shy away from that. But he's been getting tackles right. Again, remember, he drafted Jonathan Ogden. He also drafted Ronnie Stanley recently. So he can get tackle right. And if this is his pick, I would trust him on that pick more, honestly, than if he drafted a wide receiver. Let me know in the questions below. Do you think this is a good pick? I'm sorry, let me know in the comments below. Do you think this is a good pick? Do you think we want a tackle as opposed to a skill position? Let me know, and I'll answer you guys. Now we're going to move to the second topic of the day, and it's about Ben Watson, and congratulations to him. He has been named one of the finalists for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. If you guys did not watch the Patriots versus the Jaguars, you didn't see these announcements, this nomination, and it's a really big deal, especially for a guy like Ben Watson, who does a lot on the field and a lot off the field. And there's guys in the league, and he is one of them, that honestly, he views football not as a lifestyle, but that's not right. But football is not the biggest thing in his life. Okay, he does a lot of things outside of football that are noteworthy to him, and he honestly feels like they should be celebrated and shared. And I'm super happy that he has gotten this nomination. He will not win, and that's just it. He will not win. Him and Olsen, they've done great things. J.J. Watt raised, I believe, $20 million for hurricane relief. How can you beat that? How can you beat that? I don't think you can. So I think J.J. Watt is definitely going to win, hands down. But congratulations to all three of these men for doing something great. Now we're going to go to topic number 3, and it's about Justin Tucker. This year, Justin Tucker regained his claim to the title of the most accurate kicker in NFL history. If you guys don't know, Tucker was before the most accurate kicker in NFL history. He lost that title this year to Dan Bailey in the beginning of the year, and then Dan Bailey got injured, so it kind of looked like, you know, it was Dan Bailey's to keep, right? Because you can't lose the title if you don't kick field goals. Dan Bailey came back and he started missing some field goals. Tucker was consistent. He was hitting his field goals. And now he's the #1 most accurate kicker in NFL history. And I think it begs the question of what I want you guys to answer. Is Justin Tucker the best kicker in NFL history? Right now, I'm saying yes. Adam Vinatieri is a close second. And the only reason that I can, if you believe rings or championships won is a validator, sure. But my argument to that would be, if you're going to judge kickers on games won, then you should judge left tackles on games won, or centers on games won, or offensive coordinators on games won, or ball boys on games won, because the kicker, though can win games, is not the biggest part of a football team, right? The quarterback, I understand, they are the biggest part of a team's success. The kicker is not. And so if you want to grade on that scale, that's your thing. But I grade on the how good are you scale, and on that scale, to me, Justin Tucker is #1. So that's just my feeling. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. And now we're going to go to the mailbag question of the day, sponsored by the Raven Space Patreon. And our patrons, they are the people who keep this show going. Thank you guys so much. And now we're going to go to the mailbag question of the day, which they sponsor. And it's from Aiden Schumann. And his question is, do you think the new quarterback coach will bring great changes to our quarterbacks? That is a great question. And honestly, I think the answer is no. He'll help out, and he can be useful. I'm looking for his name right now. But I just don't think that, I just don't think that the Ravens are in a position where a quarterback's coach would do them a lot of great stuff, right? So, for example, you have two quarterbacks who are going to be the main focus of next year, Joe Flacco and Ryan Mallett. Joe Flacco will be helped out, but you have to remember that he's a veteran, right? So a veteran, you know, a veteran, he will do his own thing. He'll take some pointers. I think he'll help Joe's mechanics out, which will help. But I don't think Joe's decision making, the way Joe Flacco sees the game of football when he's on the field, I don't think you can change that at this late stage in his career. And Ryan Mallett can't play at the highest levels in this league. I don't care what you do to him. He does not have the goods. Now, a player like Woodrum, give him a chance. I think he can be helped out greatly by this, but the other ones I do not think so. So thank you so much for your question, and please, guys, answer Aiden's question in the comments below. Now we're going to go to the comment of the day, and this comes from Tyler Brooks, and he says, John's seat is the hottest it can be with a chance to save it. Almost every Ravens fan in my area thought it should be this offseason. He gets one more, though. That's it. And this is in response to the mailbag for today. Go check that out on our YouTube channel, where we answer your Ravens questions exclusively. And in the mailbag, it was about Harbaugh's hot seat, and it's the truth. It's hot, and next year, if we don't make the playoffs, he's gone. And I like John. I think he's a good coach, but you can't not make the playoffs. That would be 5 consecutive times in a row, and everything be okay. Not if you want a winning culture in Baltimore. Thank you guys so much. Sorry, I still have a cold. I'm still sick. You can hear me coughing sometimes, but we're going to get through because we're Baltimore Ravens fans. And here in the Ravens Space team, we all get it done. So thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to Raven Space on YouTube for the best Baltimore Ravens content on the internet. Follow us on our different social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Again, check us out on Patreon. You guys can help us grow. Again, please look at it. Check it out. Thank you guys so much, and go Ravens.